Hi there. Today we are going to review tabletop position, what that means, what that looks like, and things to look out for. Here we go. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you're on your mat the long way. And you want to come up onto your knees. Now in this position, if you're sideways looking in a mirror, what you want to do is make sure that your pelvis is in neutral and your hips are right on top of your knees. You want to maintain that position, hinging right at your hips, coming forward, and then placing your hands right underneath your shoulders. Now, different things that can happen. You can be sinking in your low back so that you're arching. You can be curling and tucking up, thinking that you're in neutral and flat when you're not. Another thing that can happen is you have your arms in this way, where you'll really feel a pinch in and around your wrists, or your arms are way too far that way and then you have a lot of pressure on your knees and it may end up hurting your knees. So you make sure that you are evenly dispersed on all 4 points. And by that, you also want to make sure that your ankles and feet go straight out from your knees. You don't want them in, out, so no twisting in your hips at all. And some people, you may not have some great flexibility in your ankles, but what I want you to try is reaching your ankles to the ground so that you're feeling that nice length through the front of your shin. So the other thing to look out for here is your head position. So you can have your head up, your head is too far down, or your head is lengthened and in line with your spine. And you want to remember that your head really does tell your spine what to do. So if your head is dropping, more than likely your back is going to end up rounding. And that when your head is up, more than likely you're going to end up arching. So you really don't want to do either one of those. So now something that you need to think about is when you're working against gravity for your midsection, it's really easy to breathe and let your belly sort of hang down towards the ground. The thing you want to remember, if you put one hand right at your rib cage, not only do you want to be in neutral with your pelvis, but when you're breathing and you exhale, you want to bring your rib cage up and away and think about tucking your navel and pinning your navel to your spine, just like a button in a couch. You take your navel and go, and you attach it directly to your spine, so there is no open belly. Right, so pelvis is in neutral, belly is tucked up and in, rib cage is strong, and now that is your position. A couple of things you can do in this position as long as you maintain proper structure in through your center. You can lift your knees up off the mat. And when you do this, you want to exhale, make sure your abs are tucked in, and then release and lower down, okay? You can also do it with your knees together, but remember, don't bring your knees too far in or too far out. You want them right square in the middle. You can tuck your feet under and lift those knees off the mat. This is a great builder for your core, shoulder strength. Squeeze your inner thighs and you will feel this in your hips as well. So one thing to think about with your hands, are you pressing more on the outside or the inside? Are you using your entire hand? If you start to feel it in through your wrists, it's something to think about, that you want full pressure through each one of your fingers as well as your palm, okay? So another thing you can do in this position, obviously, is come back, release through your shoulders, let your head fall. Stretch out through your low back, because working through your core this way can strain in through your spine or your low back if you're doing it too much. Okay, so take frequent breaks. I'm going to show you a crawl. So this is the other move that we'll do here while we're in this position. So hands are right under your shoulders, hips are right under or right on top of your knees. Your pelvis is not arched, not tucked, but right neutral, ab tucked in, ribs tucked in. Here we go. We're going to pick our knees up off the mat and we're going to do little movements. So opposite arm and leg, right arm, left leg, other side. and then back. Or let's see, we'll do opposite, and in just a sec, we'll do the same. Now, we'll do same side. So left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg. So same side, and again. So what you want to do is maintain that structure through your body as you're doing all of those moves. And maybe when you're done, you can bring your palms together, stretch out along the back of your wrists. Shoulders relaxed and open, spine is long. Taking a nice deep breath. And that is how you do tabletop position properly. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Please hit subscribe so you get more of these videos in your feed. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.